Today's a pretty exciting day. Getting ready to head over to the National Corvette Museum Motorsports Park. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to take my car on track, which I've never done before, and then we'll head back over to the museum. So let's go check it out. We are here at the National Corvette Museum Motorsports Park, and we are getting ready to go on track. They allow you to pay to take your car on track. There's also other options where you can do like they're doing sort of an autocross situation, which I've heard that's a lot of fun getting into. And a friend of mine is into Porsches and has been encouraging me to take your car on track, man. I'm telling you, get your Corvette on track. It's a whole different experience. So I'm gonna try it out today. All right, so we just came off the track. I couldn't record while I was on the track, obviously, because I was focused on following. I was right behind the instructor. Man, let me tell you, that was my first time ever on track, and I gotta say, there were a couple times where the pucker factor, I was like, scared me a little bit. I definitely need to go to, or want to go to, need as well. I got to get to the School of Racing, the Ron Fellows School of Racing, just because I want to know what the heck I'm doing. I've played a lot of Gran Turismo and all of that other kind of stuff, and if that's all, that's fine. Done that for years. And there's a little bit of translation on trying to take the racing line and all of those kind of things. But when you get out there and you're feeling the G-forces and you're feeling that car move and sway and you're going around a turn and you're moving at a pretty high rate of speed, all of a sudden you start thinking things like, are these tires gonna hold? Man, I gotta admit, I even found myself going, all right, I see why people do a set of race wheels and then they do your fashion wheels, because there are a few times I was out there thinking, I don't need to have on these high heel shoes. I need to have on some boots for this thing, because yeah, it was a little scary at times. But I had a great time, and Sapphire did well. It was a great experience. So if you have a vet and you have the opportunity to come out to the National Corvette Museum Motorsports Park, book an opportunity to get out here and really see what these cars can do. I found that the car was actually a lot more capable than I am, as I've heard. It is very, very true. And I'll be able to get more out of it when I get a chance to go to racing school. But one thing's for sure, I gotta get back on the track, man. Gotta get back on the track.